Hey, good morning. How are you? So, people, people are afraid to die when death is it's only part of life, like breathing, like a pee, like a take a shit, and actually, once you die, it's over. Regarding you believe there is an afterlife, or everything is over, it's done. You're done. So having afraid of that, I find it like silly because there is so many things to be afraid while alive. I'm not gonna list it here. Like we all know, we all have it. We all have struggles and worries and fears. Seems like to be part of the human nature evolution. But I would say something even scarier is to look at someone, very close to you, killing himself. It's it's hard. It's hard because you want to help, you want to make a difference, and at the end of the day you realize that you can't do anything. You can show the path, you can show the journey, but you can't take them on that path, on that journey. That's something that they can only decide for themselves. And it's hard because you know how life could be better without what they are destroying them, but you are conscious at the same time that there's not their fault, it's their weakness, as we all have it. Like this is all. We all have some mental weakness we dealing with. We are trying to overcome, like all of us, me too. There is no one that doesn't have a mental challenge to overcome, or did overcome, or has to overcome, or will have to overcome at some point in the future. Now, you obviously, if you see it as part of our human evolution as a spiritual beings, it gives you meaning. Like you see it as something that is for you to learn from, not only for the person that's going through. If you don't see it in this way, it becomes very hard. I won't deny it. It becomes very hard. It's the only way. It's trying to learn from that and accept it. It's upsetting. I won't deny that it isn't, but it is upsetting because, especially if the person have a kid, even more, you want to help them, and then becomes even more frustrating because you can't. You would like to have them, not just for them, but even for the future of this kid. Yeah, there are people that are in a worse situation. I won't deny it. Like it's no, there is always better, and there is always worse. So would say, like I'm grateful that it's not worse than it could be, and I wish it will get better than it could be, and it is for many other families. But there is something I strongly believe that we can do to help, is to raise our inner energy. What do we feel create an energy, and this energy, it does affect the people close to us. I experienced it myself in New Zealand when at the time I was dating a girl, and initially I wasn't aware, but slowly I started to notice it, because every time I would be around this girl, it was like my dark, heavy feeling would be uplifted, dissolved, and the sense of lightness and happiness would take place instead. And I remember talking to her friends without explaining what I mean. Everyone would say the same, that they had this feeling of feeling better instantaneously as soon they would be around her. And I remember another episode, this is always in New Zealand. I had this friend that was in relationship with a guy that at the time was working in a restaurant, in a hotel called Langan Hotel, where the Dalai Lama, that was in Auckland for a conference, stayed. So in the evening, the Dalai Lama asked to meet the chef to just congratulate for the meal. So, and my friend's boyfriend was working on the shift that day. So when he said this, he told us when he got into the room, he could, and he's not religious, he could feel like an energy, like uplifting energy that would just hit you. Like it was, you could sense it. Like he would say it was just impressive. Like it was, it was like it was insane. Like how powerful the presence of this old man, the Dalai Lama had. So, and all of us, all of you, I guess, like you might have felt it, like when, some days you're feeling amazing, and then you get people around you give you compliments for no apparent reason, or being really nice to you, and then you have awful days where everybody's picking on you, and we all notice that. We just, many of us doesn't know why. So that's what we can do. Like we can, like I want to help someone right now, and I can't. Just looking at this person week by week, year by year, literally destroying himself. And I would like, to help him. I would like to take him, go for walks, we go for trips, go out, meeting friends, go to the park with his daughter. But it's not happening. His daughter is gone at the moment, and this person is fighting his personal fight with his inner demons, and I cannot take those demons away. I don't have that power. But while living together, I have the power to raise my inner energy, like be strong enough to maintain a positive and uplifting emotion that will slowly envelop all the flat, making you feel better, and I'm sure you will feel it if you're not already feeling it. Again, this is something I believe, and it's something that I saw for myself to be truth. So it's true in my journey, and if I can make him choose the right thing, I can at least create the energetic environment where at least he can feel better while in my presence. But this is something that only me, only you can choose and decide to embrace, because we all wake up in the morning with different feelings. Some morning we feel good and light, some morning we feel down and depressed. So when we feel in this like this, that's up to us to make the strong decision to change that feeling slowly until the darkness, heaviness, depression will be uplifted, because that's not gonna just benefit ourselves, but again, I strongly believe it's gonna benefit anyone around us that will become in touch or we get close, and that you will affect them positively. So let's say this is the challenge, this is the journey, this is what we call life.